Coach Rob Beams. Dude, I am so excited about this show. We have coming up in about a half an hour or so the legendary Kenny motherfucking Watson.
I'm beyond, as you can tell, I'm without words, right? I have such a man crush on Kenny. I remember him back when he was on the, let's just call it privateer type programs, and then he works his way up to Hart and Huntington, and then listening to him on Whiskey Throttle. This is a guy I look forward to having his phone and his phone number in my phone. I love this guy. This guy is so charismatic. He's a no BS. He's a straight shooter, and I'm beyond excited to have him on tonight.
And
thanks for putting it together.
It's a shame what the sport has done with him, because listen, Kenny has a different look. Kenny's Kenny, and Kenny gives no fucks.
Yeah,
that's just who he is. And if you don't like it, then, but he's done some amazing stuff. Let's not remember, he was the mechanic standing there when Deegan's bike came flying over. He was part of that.
That's right.
That was him. And keep in mind, behind the scenes, he's driving an unregistered van to every race. He doesn't even know if he has insurance. Kenny's just like, well, I'm going to do it, whatever. He has been there, done that, worked all the way up to the highest point where he was, manager, executive when they won the championship, the Supercross championship, the most prestigious championship in the sport.
Yeah.
He's gone from bottom to top and back.
Well, we're up here in Bryson City. We've been doing some endurance camps and working on a digital product. If you follow me on social media, I've been trying to keep people abreast. Michaela and I were soaking our legs in the jacuzzi before we got on the show together. And what I said to her is, I said, you know what's so cool about Kenny is he's the boots on the ground. He was the one helping set up the rig. And what I'm talking about is RCH. He's with the two biggest names in our sport, Kerry Hart, Ricky Carmichael. Got Ken Roxon as their key rider. I mean, you talking about, it seems like all systems are firing on 8 cylinders. And then we listened to Whiskey Throttle and we listened to how it was systematic. Wow. How sad is that? But no, I'm with you. I'm excited to listen to Kenny. Anything he wants to talk about, I'm very excited. I haven't had a chance to talk to him yet. I know you've got a chance to. So we've got some racing to talk about, and then we'll bring the legend himself in.
Yeah, we're going to start with a little bit of catch up. Marvin, we've been talking about Marvin for the longest time, having a contract, not signing a contract. Now we know probably why he wasn't signing it. They dangled out a Supercross only. Marvin did not want, he's not a guy he didn't ask for a Supercross only. He has to do good in Supercross to prove his worth for outdoors, which to me is complete bullshit at a guy at his level. Come on, man. Are you serious? If Marvin wants to do both, you sign him for both. You don't tell him, oh, we think he might be old. But at the same time, where else is he going to go? He did look at some other options. You have to stand an elite team to be competitive, to make money. He's a guy that can still win. I don't care. On any given day, Marvin can win a race. But I was pissed the way that Roger DeCoster said he needs to prove to us that he's aging like fine wine. I'm like, come on, Roger.
Yeah, I mean, he's already proven his worth 100 times over, but your sentence was the most poignant. Where else is he going to go? You got Cowie with AP and Anderson. You've got Husky with Mookie and Dean Wilson. You got Sexton and Roxon at Honda. You've got 314 people over at Yamaha. Where can he go?
314.
and it's just a shame because there's not an OEM out there that doesn't realize the way the musical chairs go. I have no idea. I haven't spoken to anybody that knows the numbers, but I'm just guessing, once those two rosters with AP and Webb are all in place over at KTM, I mean, what would you guess? What would you guess Musquin's race in Supercross only?
What do you mean? Like what's
salary wise? What do you guess?
Honestly, I don't even have a clue.
Yeah, I would be surprised if it's over 200K.
That's about what I was going to say. I was going to say about 200, and for a guy who can win races. But I mean, then again, if he wins a race, it's 100. It's more of a bonus only. He's kind of betting on himself.
Do you think it'll be 100 for him? I would
absolutely.
Think
yes.
You think so?
Yes.
450 wins, 450 win, huh? Okay.
450 win is a 450 win. I mean, they're not going to back down the bonuses to a guy. If you're going to tell a guy he's old, well, I would say, well, good. If you don't think I can win, increase the bonuses and decrease the salary. Let's see what's up. And I'm not sure do you know who his agent is?
I do not. That's why I was going to ask you. Yeah, I don't know who his agent is.
Yeah. And then we had some other interesting stuff. It looks like Dungey, Jade Dungey is moving back to KTM. Is that right?
Yeah, evidently he is going to go spin wrenches for Plessinger next year back at KTM. So and I, without Sexton being there this weekend, we can't say Jade would or wouldn't, but they've had their falling out, and now they've parted ways. Now it'll be interesting to see. I mean, Jade filling in for AP at KTM, that is, make that'd be a great fit. Jade does a phenomenal job. It will be interesting to see who spins wrenches for Sexton now.
And now, if I remember correctly, now Sexton's been through quite a few mechanics. Now that's a bit of a pattern.
Yeah.
I'm kind of alarmed if I'm Honda. By the way, I'm going to take my little drink. So people that don't know, these are badass. The Moto E, this showed up in the mail. Thank you, Coach. I appreciate
You're
it.
welcome. You're welcome. Those cups went out to all of our annual members. If you're interested, we have a membership area. So anybody that had a 1-year renewal with us, we sent them a pound of Cooksey's Bump Start coffee. We sent them a pound of that, and we sent them one of the new Yeti Moto E cups, and it's a true Yeti Moto E cup. So glad you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for drinking out of it. I don't mind sending them. It's frustrating when they don't get used. So thank you so much.
Oh no, are you kidding? Anyone sends me Yeti? Listen, I don't know the science in Yeti. People say it's BS, but if I've bought the knockoff, I've bought the Yeti. My stuff in the Yeti stays hot and it stays cold.